What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, and I'm doing my laundry today. How you doing? Are you having a good day so far? I am. It's been a pretty good day. I've been working. It's a weekday, so I'm working. But I am gearing up for a big trip. Uh, Kelly, Enid, and myself, we are flying out on Saturday to go to Orlando, where we'll be checking out Walt Disney World, spending 4 days there. Well, I guess 6 days, but going to four parks. Does that make sense? 2 travel days, 4 vacation days. So yeah, we'll be out there doing our thing, having fun. Yeah, so we're flying out on Saturday, and I gotta tell you, I am not a big fan of flying. I get really nervous around airplanes and the thought of getting in an airplane and being in the air and flying. It's a little nerve wracking for me. I wouldn't say I have like a full on phobia, like I'm not gonna like not get on an airplane. You know, they're obviously they're very safe. People fly, millions of flights happen a year. Things are going to be fine, right? But sometimes they're not. you know. And what if that time I'm on the plane is the one time when it's not all right? So that just goes through my mind every time I fly. I really hate flying, but we're gonna do it because we want to go to Disney World, and I can't get there from Southern California in a timely enough fashion. uh, yeah, you gotta fly. You gotta fly. So anyway, so I'm already stressed out about having to fly in general. When I get an alert on my phone this morning that there is a crazy snowstorm heading to the southeast portion of the United States, and it's supposed to go like across like Texas, basically all of the southern states, right? So Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and then up through like Tennessee and Arkansas, and I think even through like it'll even hit like the Northeast, like in New York and the New England kind of states. Anyway, so our flight was originally supposed to go. So we're flying out of San Diego. We're going to fly into Dallas Fort Worth, have a layover there, and then fly from Fort Worth, from Dallas to Orlando. Right, that was the original plan. But because this crazy storm is coming, the airline was like, "Hey, just want to let you know, here's a travel advisory. Your flight might get canceled because of this crazy storm. We will allow you to switch flights for free. So here's your other options to choose from." So I went ahead and I picked an option that takes us through Chicago instead. So we'll fly from San Diego to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Orlando, and I assume fly over whatever this crazy storm is. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I really hope that our flight doesn't get canceled. I keep seeing things about how the storm is moving kind of further north, and obviously Illinois is north of Texas. So who knows what's going to happen on Saturday? Who knows where we'll be, if we're going to be stranded in Chicago or if everything's going to be fine. I'm optimistic that everything's going to be fine, although the weather in Chicago on that day is supposed to be like 9 degrees or some shit like that. And but the good news is there doesn't appear to be any rain or snow on Saturday in Chicago. It'll just be very cold. So yeah, I'm fingers crossed that everything works out. So anyway, so that's what's coming up in the next few days. So I've been kind of on edge, a little pissy the last few days because I'm really nervous about flying, and now I'm going to be even more nervous because of this stupid trip, or this stupid storm either canceling our flight or being so awful that we have to like I don't know. I don't know if you can fly around it. I mean, I assume like once you get above the clouds, then you should be okay because you're like past all the storm. But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish up work here, and we'll see where the day takes. Maybe something will happen. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But I know I got to finish doing laundry, so I'm gonna definitely do that. And after that, who knows? regardless, I will come back to you with a few final thoughts for the day, and I'll give you my song of the day, and yeah, that'll be that. All right, so I'm at the mall, comic book store, here to pick up a new issue of Speed Racer, written by a guy from Mega 64. So we're gonna check out, see if they have it. That's the one. That's what we were looking for. Like I mentioned a couple days ago, that the mall I come to had recently done some remodeling. Thought about checking it out, so but I didn't. But I am today, and I gotta say, it looks really nice. Where I'm standing now used to be a restaurant called Ruby's. It's like a 50s diner style of a place. Now it's like fake grass. They got a bunch of chairs and a cool little park place that you can come sit, hang out, relax, and enjoy yourself in between shopping. I guess they're going to build a bunch of condos here at the mall, and so this is kind of like their open space area for the people who are going to eventually live here. Anyway, I'm here to talk about this comic instead, though. This is Speed Racer, and if you're not familiar with Speed Racer, it was an old anime from the, I believe it was 60s. Anyway, the reason I got this is not only am I a Speed Racer fan, obviously I like Speed Racer, but one of the writers of this is a guy named Derrick Acosta, and he is one of the main members of Mega 64. They're a comedy group that I watch on the internet. I was talking about yesterday how they have that guy Rocco stuck in a room for at this point, I think it's going to be it's 6 days now. He still has to be in there. So anyways, Derrick is one of the guys who works with Rocco and this other guy Sean. They created Mega 64 when they were just out of high school, so I've been following them for a long time, almost 20 years. And they're from local San Diego guys, and it's just been really cool to see them kind of rise to the level that they're at. But anyways, yeah, so he wrote this a portion of this new issue of Speed Racer, and I want to support them and all that. And then obviously I think Derrick's a great writer in general. He writes a lot of their skits and a lot of their videos. He also wrote a really great horror anthology comic called Phobia that I also highly recommend. So if you like comics, comic books, if you like comedy, if you like video game stuff, check out Mega 64 and check out Derrick Acosta's things. So yeah, so I think that's going to be it for today's video. We did a thing. It's always nice to get out of the house and do a thing, right? What song am I thinking about today? Well, how about we go with this song called Don't Worry by the Hippos. They're a ska band from Orange County. They were big in the late 90s, early 2000s. Anyways, they have a song called Don't Worry that has really been on my mind a lot recently, especially with me having to go out on this flight. I've been very worried about it, so I'm just trying to find ways to stay positive and not get too worried about having to get in a steel tube in the sky and sail it across a country, because yeah, flying and sucks. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. So alright, one more thing before I go. I used to work at this movie theater about 12 years ago or so. This music's really loud, sorry. Anyways, I used to work at this movie theater, this AMC, and where I'm standing here, there used to be a ticket booth where you buy tickets here and for the movies you wanted to go see. But when they did the whole like kind of like expansion, not expansion, but the remodel over here, when they tore down Ruby's, they also tore down the old ticket booth. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd point that out. If you're not familiar with the, I'm at the Mission Valley Mall here in San Diego. So yeah, if you are familiar with this mall and you haven't been here in a while, there's no more ticket booth. You just buy everything online now, or I think if you go up there, there's some kiosks. You can see them up there. Anyways, all right. I'm leaving now for realsy. Bye.